Hello everyone. Okay, so in the last video I made the conclusion of everything that I noticed that was happening for me, mainly in my head, but what was the problem which would prevent me to evolve as I want, to improve my life in all the area that I want and as fast as I want. Okay, and then I've come to a conclusion that I invite you to look at in the previous video. So now it's more or less training time. I really want to in a way practice what I realized, and based on my conclusion to elaborate and then to really improve my life. Okay, so training time, and there is one thing that I've noticed which is really important, and that goes into this direction, that is to live and to take action. I realize that there are two kinds of choice we have to make. Even if we consider we don't make one, that's one choice. Okay, I realize that we have, in order to be happy, we have to build something in our life. It's really when we build something that we express ourselves that we feel happy. And all that is related with enthusiasm. It's the same thing. I would say, it's the expression of our enthusiasm to express ourselves through building something, whatever it might be. It's really in the general way, building something in our life, very concrete, very personal, that we are really enthusiastic about. And that's really what makes us feel something real and enjoyable in our life, and that we are living. And so for that we have to make a choice to build something. That means two things. Well, the first one is that we have to be very specific. It's something that I've always neglected a little bit, because to be specific means that I have to point out one particular, very particular thing I want to build, to do, whatever it might be, and to exclude everything else. But I'm also interested in many things, and that poses me a problem to exclude everything else. The thing is that if I don't focus on one particular area, I can't really move forward. I will be just general and with no, you're looking a bit everywhere and you're not really going in one specific place. It doesn't mean that you have to go to this place and to build this particular thing for all your life, but you have to invest yourself right now in order to really take steps, specific steps that will make you move forward and reach some goals, concrete goals that you really experience. And then you can move on. You can change your plan every day. Obviously, that's not the idea to change your plan every day, but okay, you go as long as you want. And if you want to change or to do anything else, you can. It's not, but you have to have a specific goal in order to really reach a goal and to build something very concrete on a daily basis. You have to feel that on a daily basis, to really feel that you're building something, that you're doing something, taking a step forward, and then you are living something, enthusiastic about something. That's what really matters. Then obviously it can mean for yourself that it's a little constraining, because you have to be a bit disciplined about something, to do it every day if you really want to have results. And sometimes yes, and I would say more or less, that's a little fight for everyone to be regular, to be disciplined, and to really continue to do something, even if today I don't really want. But you're not going anywhere if you don't take steps on a daily basis. So there is a little constraint in all that, and that's a choice to make. And the other choice is, I think, what we tend to do most of the time, that is, I don't want really constraint. I would like a result in this area, but I don't want the constraint of being disciplined and so on. So no, I prefer my freedom. That's more or less, I think, what we feel when we say that. I prefer my freedom, doing whatever I want. But what do? We just do what seems the easiest at this time. And what seems the easiest, as I already talked in my previous videos, that is what we are used to do. We are used to do them because we have been more or less convinced by many factors, external factors, that it's the way to live, it's what we can do, it's okay, and we're just keeping in a direction that have been given to us by external factors, external persons, external whatever we have lived, but which was external to us, and that's decisions that have been taken by others, not for us, not even for us. It's just most of the time it's just like that. Okay, we have been given this direction because when we were young we haven't decided really anything at all for us, and life is like that. Okay, and so we have been given an initial direction at first, and we have a certain inertia, and that seems easier to keep this direction, but we are not going anywhere most of the time, or we have made no choice at all for this direction. So to change this direction, yes, it requires some energy. Obviously, to change the direction of something that has some inertia, it requires energy. And that is what I would call a little bit of discipline, to focusing on something that is not necessarily natural at first, and so not the easiest thing. And that is the constraint at first, because once we have taken another direction, the inertia has changed in the direction we want, and so it becomes easier and easier. But at first, yes, there is a little bit of constraint in that. So if we think that we just want to keep our freedom to do whatever we want, we're not really free. I don't really think that we have any freedom at all to do what we want in this case, because we're just free to not doing anything from ourselves, but we keep moving in the direction that external factors contributed to give us. Is it really what we want? I don't think. Is it really freedom? I'm not sure either. But it's what we feel, because we don't have to put really energy to do that. And so doing nothing in a way, because that's not nothing, that's just going where external factors put us. So doing this nothing is exactly doing anything but what we decide. And that's the choice number 2. So we have, I think that if we are clearly aware of these 2 choices, then we know why we want to put some energy into a direction that we have chosen. That's really the first real big decision to make in order to build something. And then that comes from our choice, something that we want to do, where we want to go. We are proud of doing that, of building something. We are enthusiastic about doing something, building something, and that's really expressing ourselves. And then we live, and we feel that we are alive at this point. That's really, I think, certainly the base of doing something, living what we want. Because once we are enthusiastic about what we do on a daily basis, even if it's not during all the day, but we have something in mind and we feel that, yeah, we are building our thing, then life changes completely, because we have enthusiasm and we live from there, and then we can experience really something different. So that's my point for today. Enthusiasm has to be built from doing something we chose and doing it on a daily basis in order to really feel this enthusiasm, to build something, to live, to experiment, and then we can change many things. That's really what is interesting, what makes us alive, what gives an interest in our life. And it's not necessarily for the for the final result. That's really for what is happening today, because today if I have done something that I want, even if at first I had to put some energy in it, it really changes a lot of things. After that, just when I start to do that, I'm more happy, I'm more enthusiastic, and I feel more alive. And right after, I'm really proud of what I've done, and that changes everything right now, not in the end when I reach any goal at all. So that's really the point. That's really the point. Okay? Okay, don't hesitate to let me know what you think about that, and I'll try to continue to I will do more than trying. I will continue to give you my opinion on what is happening and experimenting all that. Okay, I see you very soon. Goodbye.